How's it going, everyone? This is Fine Gaming Connoisseur and welcome back to this Let's Play of Multiple Online. And so today we're doing episode I think it's episode 18. Yeah, episode 18. So today I just wanted to continue exploring the world. So I don't have a particular destination in mind. I just thought I'd head east and see how far I go. And yep, left all my other stuff in the bank. And there's some guards over there. Not sure why there's so many guards out on the roads. Maybe they've increased their patrols. Yeah, I think there is a sort of pattern in the way the guards spawn. I think if there is a if there is some criminal activity going on at a particular spot, then I think there would be more guards there. I think that's how it works. I'm not too sure about that, but it's just from my observations. And yeah, so I've just started playing this game after several days, because as you know from my previous 2 episodes, I think it was, I did point out that after the new armor revamp patch, I've been getting some memory leak problems, and so the game sort of pops up with a window saying memory running low and the game client needs to close. But after running the game on windowed mode, I have noticed that there is no longer any of those messages coming up. So far so good, so that sort of enabled me to continue making episodes, because before that, when I was running the game on full screen, I was getting that pop-up window every 20 minutes or so, and it was just really hard for me to make videos, because I'd have to keep alt-tabbing in and out of desktop, and so yeah, so I decided to switch it to windowed mode, and I think that has sort of fixed the problem so far. So if anyone's got that problem with a memory leak, one way you could try to fix it is by changing it to windowed mode. And one other thing that I've been trying to do is help new players out, and by new players I mean players that have just started playing the game, and players with whose names are in yellow, where they've got the yellow shield on their name. So I spent some time in the new player starting area in Tindrum City, and And what I found was that yeah, the new players, they tend to be sort of more or less more interested in doing their own thing rather than stopping to talk to a more experienced player, I find. But I did manage to talk to one guy, and I asked him whether he was interested in traveling to one of the nearby cities, so I can show him the world, just so that he can see the outside world earlier on and explore a bit. But fortunately, he said that he's not into traveling, and that he's with a friend, so he doesn't want to go out of the city walls. But yeah, I'm just going to continue to travel east and see what turns up, see what we can find. There's a lake here, and okay, so now we can head south, or we can continue heading north. I think we'll head north. Yeah, I think I'll climb this, do some mountain climbing, and see what is up there. Hopefully I don't run into any mountain spiders, which are basically giant spiders. And there we go, there's a giant spider there in the distance. Now, one thing that I have to point out that is pretty unique about this game is that the mobs that you find in this game, anyone that goes out traveling should never assume that they can just defeat the creatures easily. The way I would describe the mobs in this game is a little bit like, if you've ever played Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, and if you put the overhaul called the Oscuro's Overhaul Oblivion, which basically increases the difficulty of the mobs, the creatures in the game. I think that's how I would describe the mobs in this game. Pretty much like the Oscuro Oblivion Overhaul kind of thing. And speaking of Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, I am thinking about doing a Let's Play on that game as well, because as I probably mentioned before, well, actually I haven't mentioned this before, but Elder Scrolls is one of my favorite franchises of all time. My first Elder Scrolls was Part 2, Daggerfall, and that game was, at the time, it was a really fun game, even though it crashed a lot, and I spent a lot of time just, restarting the game. But that game was my first Elder Scrolls game, and I loved it to bits. Yeah, I played it. I played the game a long time, and but out of all the Elder Scrolls games, I liked Oblivion the most. I don't know why. I think it's the I just think it's the feel and the just the way it was designed and implemented. Even though, compared to Skyrim, it's, and the graphics, compared to Skyrim, is pretty primitive and outdated. But for me, Elder Scrolls 4 was my favorite out of all the Elder Scrolls. So yeah, I may, I'm thinking of doing a Let's Play on that, sometime in the next month or so, because in the next few weeks I will be a bit busy and I won't have time to upload any videos. There's some cougars there. I don't want to get into a fight with them because I don't know whether they are strong or weak. I did manage to kill one of them before, but the other time when I got into a fight with one of them, they ended up killing me in I think 3 or 4 hits. Yeah, so I don't want to get into a fight with them. This is not, that's not my main purpose today. My purpose today is to explore. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to be a bit busy over the next few weeks, so chances are I won't have any time to upload any videos, but I will try to stay in touch, try to stay in touch with with any comments, questions and so forth. Try as best as I can, but most likely I won't have time to upload any videos, so just to let you guys know in advance. If you find that I haven't been uploading videos lately, then then you'll know that it's because I'm going to be quite busy over the next few weeks or so. But yeah, once I'm done, then once I'm back, then I will continue to upload more videos here. And I'm starting to see a lot more people in the game. Just earlier on when I was in Tindrum City, the bank area was, overcrowding again. Yeah, before that, because I know that Starvolt, sort of redesigned the bank area, and they took away the pillars and widened the entrance just to make it easier for people to access the bank. But just now when I was banking my stuff, yeah, it was just really overcrowded again. And that's a good sign because it means that, well, I think that that may be a sign that there are more players in the game. And there is definitely more player activity. I see a lot more players now. Of course, you know, I can't say whether the player population has increased or not. I can only guess and give estimations. But just from what I've seen, I'm thinking and I'm estimating that the player population has gone up by quite a bit. So, you know, if you're wondering whether, you know, there's a healthy population, in my opinion, there is definitely more players. And so if you've never given this game a try, you know, this is definitely a game that I would, you know, I would really suggest. But that's just my suggestion only, because because this game is one of my favorites. Wow, look at the mountains. And the moon's really big as well. But yeah, I think that's a river that runs down the mountain, so really good view. And I wonder what the view will be like from the mountaintop. Yeah, but yeah, I'm just gonna keep traveling east and see what I find. Most likely player housing, and yeah, there is plenty of player housing there. Don't know whether I've been here before. It looks somewhat familiar. And are these razorbacks? They look like razorbacks. And if they are, then I'm not going to go near them. Bush pigs? Okay. They're okay. They're safe to... Are they safe to approach? Just to check. Yeah, they're harmless unless you provoke them. But yeah, I'm sort of, you know, I'm sort of just going out here, and you know, I am sort of ready, you know, in the case of you know, a red player coming along and killing me, I am prepared for that. I'm ready to accept that outcome, because that's just part of this game. You know, if you play this game, you have to accept that at some stage you will be killed, most likely by another player or by monsters. And you can of course die in a wide number of ways. You know, you can fall to your death, you can drown, you can... Yeah, there's quite a lot of ways that you can die. You can die very easily in this game. So unless you know what you're doing, yeah, you will find that this game is... The world is a very hostile place. Belbus. Okay, I think they're aggressive as well, so... How about we head this way? Head north. And we'll travel up the mountain and we'll see... I think there's some springboks over there. Are they springboks? Yeah, I think they look like it. Yep, springboks. Oh, and by the way, this is the patch 1.75.00.04. And so they fixed the helmet textures. Basically the patch before that had a bit of a bug, so if you were wearing a helmet, then there is a chance that the texture's a bit messed up, but they fixed that in this patch. And one thing that they've one of the things that they've introduced is based on the material that your boots are made out of, your the sound of your footsteps will be different. So as you can see, I'm wearing the coloured laminar armour, which is also, the appearance has also been improved, and so it looks really good now. So when I walk, if I listen carefully, I can sort of hear a metallic clink, a bit of a metallic clink to my footsteps, which is great, because I think it really adds to that immersion factor. And wow, yeah. So just admiring the view. Yeah, I think that's that might be player housing over there. Whether you can pick these plants. Nope, they're not pickable. I think that's player housing as well. Yeah, I still find that a lot of the player population, I find that most of them are concentrated in Tindrum City. So if you go to Tindrum City and you go to the bank area, you'll find that there's a huge amount of player activity. But very rarely will you see players coming out here, unless they're mining for resources, or they're out just prowling around hunting, looking for players to basically player killers. And I'm out of stamina. But I think this year there's going to be a lot of new additions to the game. I think they're going to do more on the housing side of things. I can't remember the exact details, but I do vaguely remember that I think on the forums there is a post somewhere that where they said that they are going to do more work on the housing side of things. So that'd be interesting to see, because I think housing is one of the areas that that's been sort of not very expanded on. So right now, the housing is more or less just the house that you put on the in the game world, and it just it's just an empty house. I think there is some basic furniture you can put on there, I'm not too sure, but yeah, this is my first time out here in this place, so it's all very new for me, even though I've played this game on and off for a number of years, but this is my first time coming out here, so it's definitely a good, good experience to explore places like this. Don't know whether this is a town or a, I think it's just a, is that an NPC up there? Oh, I think it's players. Hopefully they won't kill me. Lord of Hate. Okay. Oh, night snatch. Yeah, these are aggressive. So, yeah, there's two guys exploring the, I think it's the Minotaur caves. I think they said it was. Yeah. Could this be it? There's a priest there as well. Okay, so now I know I'm being a bit of a risk taker, but came all the way out here. We might as well have a look, even though it might just lead to my death, but just take a peek to the sides and I didn't bring a torch, so if it gets too dark then we'll leave. Okay, looks like a pretty dangerous place. No minotaurs yet, but wish I brought a torch. Yeah, it's getting dark in this place. Kind of makes you want to leave, but you know, since I'm already in here, I might as well. Okay, so starting to not be able to see, you know, even my weapons. But this is definitely a new sights and sounds, and not sure what I'm going to find in here, but hopefully I won't come across anything. If I do see a minotaur, you know, I might die, but you know, at least we would have seen a minotaur. Would be a little bit of a costly trip just to get back and, you know, re-equip myself. So, you know, those two guys said that you know, minotaurs are pretty tough, you know. And well, oh, minotaurs. Okay, better run out of here. Hopefully make it out. Hopefully my stamina is enough to let me leave this place. I'm not going to stop or turn back just to see whether the minotaur's following. Just want to get out of this place. Okay, so we're out, and yeah, the minotaur didn't follow. But yeah, well, that was a good experience. Definitely enjoy the view, and so yeah, thanks everyone for joining me today. And yeah, so you know, I'm not sure whether I'll be able to upload any more videos, so if you don't see any videos for the next few weeks, then then you know that it's because I'm going to be quite busy. So, but yeah, once I return, then I will continue to make more videos. So until then, this is Fine Gaming Connoisseur, and so thanks for watching. Take care.